Smoking non-medical pot is now legal in Washington state and Colorado. So what's in Hawaii's future? Plus pepperoni sticks and fresh salmon. It all sounds like nice Christmas gifts, but it's actually some of the gifts to our state lawmakers. Our media partners at Civil Beat are looking into those stories, and joining us live over Skype is political reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, KITV.
So let's talk about smoking marijuana. Obviously, medical marijuana has been legalized in many states, and now 2 states say it's okay to smoke pot, even if it's not medical. So what's in store for Hawaii?
Well, I think, I talked to a key lawmaker in the House, and he said Hawaii lawmakers are going to take a wait-and-see approach, mainly because we're not sure what the federal government is going to do with Washington and Colorado, the 2 states that legalized marijuana smoking on November 6th. As you know, marijuana is a Schedule I drug. It's right up there with LSD and more serious drugs, and therefore the federal government has to enforce that law. However, having said that, just 2 years ago, our legislatures actually considered decriminalizing marijuana and making a possession for under an ounce just for a fine of $100. So there is some sentiment already in the Hawaii legislature to decriminalize marijuana.
All right, and definitely with 2 states on the list, it might add more to the other states across the country. Let's turn to those pepperoni sticks and fresh salmon. What are we talking about at the state legislature here?
They are actually reindeer pepperoni sticks.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
I think it's very important, and when I tell you where it came from Alaska. The House Speaker in Alaska gave reindeer pepperoni sticks to our House Speaker, who will be stepping down next month, Calvin Say. That's just one of the things that we uncovered in the gift disclosure forms that's running on our site right now. Some of it's pretty manini stuff. You know how when you go to conferences, they have keychains from various companies? One lawmaker reported all the keychains that he picked up. But other things are pretty big ticket items. Calvin Say, for example, accepted a $4,500 trip to Taiwan to visit their government. Speaker Say says this is all about transparency. In no way does this influence their votes at the legislature.
You know, Chad, I know that you've been covering the legislature for many years, and years ago, lawmakers would just get inundated with gifts and parties and all that kind of thing, especially for the opening day of the legislature. And I know Calvin Say himself has said that those kinds of things have tapered down. So do you think it really has, been pulled back a little bit?
You know, you mentioned food to lawmakers. Bert Kobayashi, the developer, actually gave $100 gift baskets to Calvin Say, dim sum, and Manapua. So there's still some of that going on. I think the good news is that the number of reports on disclosures, the amount of money, doubled over the last year. I think that's because the media and also the State Ethics Commission is paying more attention to these things, and it's getting through to lawmakers who recognize that they have to disclose this stuff, that it is part of the law.
Well, it's good that there is more disclosure, but talk about dim sum. You're making me hungry this morning, Chad.
No reindeer pepperoni sticks?
Not right now. But let's talk about Hawaii's unemployment rate. You know, Hawaii always prides itself as having a lower unemployment rate than the national average. But what's the reality here?
Well, it's 5.5% right now in Hawaii, one of the lowest across the country. The mainland average is 7.9%, and that's very high. But in fact, we don't actually track the number of people that are holding down multiple jobs or people that have quit looking for full-time jobs and are working part-time. The reality is that Hawaii's high cost of living requires people to hold down more than one job. That is not reflected in our unemployment numbers.
All right, Chad Blair, nice haircut there, by the way.
I hope it grows back.
It sure will. It's only temporary. Chad Blair reporting live from Civil Beat. Thank you. And to find the complete stories that we just discussed on civilbeat.com, you can go to that, and you can go to our website. It is 6:37.